I'm actually gonna see about getting the link from him just for myself, just to see if there's like any like clips from within it that I can use.
Okay, well, I want to see it. If you get the clip, can I see it?
You can definitely see the clip, son.
Okay.
Word to mother, B.
Perfect. Thank you. Is that what they call it? I want to clarify. Is this a clip? Is the gun a clip?
No, not the gun. Is not the clip. Is what you put in the gun.
And the clip goes in the bottom.
Okay.
I can show you if you got time.
Good morning, Sacramento, and welcome to the NOS. That's the 916 News on the Street with four hilarious Sacramento comedians. Wake up 2 minutes before we record a podcast about Sacramento's news. I am the host, Ellis Rodriguez. I'm here 4.5 out of 5 days a week, and I'm joined by Aurora Singh. Everybody, please, wherever you are, stand up. Even if you're in a wheelchair, get the goddamn strength to get this beautiful, talented.
Goddamn strength. Get it.
Say what's up. Once again, we are blessed to have Lance Woods in the house. Everybody.
Hey, good morning, good people.
All right.
I think it's killing it. He's everywhere. Everywhere you want to be, Lance Woods is already there. This nigga's playing the Black Panther shadow in the upcoming Black Panther 2 movie. This nigga is wearing the same outfit that he's wearing right now. And then our food news for the day, our guru, hilarious comedian, comic beast, Mr. D. Tyler. What's good?
Hey, what's going on, man? Good morning. Good.
I got food news, man, and I wanted to test your expertise out. So okay. I was just going through the news, and then there's just random story about Ernesto Delgado and his restaurants, and they're just like featuring him. You know what I mean? Okay. And then I'm just like wondering, like, are these like the best? So have you ever heard of La Cosecha, Mahahuel, and Ernesto's Mexican food?
No.
I have had Ernesto's, yeah.
Ernesto's, and is it?
Ernesto's is like Sacramento staple Mexican food.
Yeah.
Around for a minute. Yeah.
Street Mexican food, and is it like super legit?
It's all right.
I mean, it's very unimpressed.
Ernesto's is good, but Ernesto's is downtown, so it's a different time. I'm from South Sac, and the Mexican food there is like authentic. Like, not saying Ernesto's is not, but it's it's a little bit more expensive. It's good. Ernesto's good. I had Mexican. Yeah, huh?
They just featured the dude, and then I was like, well, I wonder, like, is your advice better than Steph's advice? And are you and Steph better than the average, right? So if I just get on, like, whoever the hell these people, who was it that's pushing this dude? So ABC 10, they're just doing a local story. They're just trying to give my man some business.
It's popular, bro. Ernesto's is popular. It's like, and here's the thing. I had the first time I had Ernesto's, I ain't gonna lie, it was trash. It was super trash. I hated it. I couldn't. It made me look at white people downtown weird because I was like, "You guys eat this food? Like, what's wrong with you?" Like, I was seeing Ernesto's. I just looked at them like they was coming out of crack house, like judgmental. Like, but then I had it again years later, and it was fire. My mom wanted to go there for her birthday. That's why I took her, and I was like, "You sure?" It had been years, so I was like, "All right," you know what I'm saying. But I was already I was eating with my fist balled up like.
But did it get better, or your taste buds, like, do you just like different stuff now, or did the food get better?
No, the food was better because the first time it was horrible. It was like I got like steak tacos, and it was like just chunks of meat, and the shell was greasy. It was lunchtime. It's kind of like it was so bad the first time compared to the second time that the first time I thought they did that shit to me on purpose. After the second time, I was like, oh, the first time I think did it on purpose. Because there's no way you can make this came out the same kitchen, or somebody was sick.
They were having an off day. They're having an off day.
Yeah, very off.
And then also too, I think I got the first ever NOS food beef. Okay, did you or Steph go to O'Malley's?
Everybody flaked.
I did not flake. I went both days.
You didn't call nobody.
I did. I called Steph. Steph was supposed to be the ringleader, and I said, "Hey man, I got a show in Osac tonight, so let's just go. I'll meet you at O'Malley's." He's like, "Nah, man, I can't go. I'm definitely going tomorrow." I was like, "All right, just call me when you leaving." He's like, "All right, I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call D Tyler." Never got the call.
You never called me.
Man, I was ready to go, bro. I thought you was the food guy.
Matter of fact, me and Pat went to Skip's. You ever been to Skip's Kitchen?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I live literally right down the street from there, and it's dangerous because they're so good.
Skip's, man, hey, Skip's makes little tiny beef Wellingtons. Like I've never seen that.
Hey, I'm very
upset. So good.
Look, can we get back to me now? I'm very upset because I built up this burger like it was the greatest burger of all time. And if you guys had it the next day or a couple days later, you'd have been like, yeah, this burger's a shit. But if you guys are going to stretch this out and I got to talk up the pastrami burger at O'Malley's for 3 months before y'all finally eat it, it ain't going to live up to all that.
You caught the only person that didn't show up. Like nobody else you called. You didn't call Aurora. You didn't call Lance. You didn't call me.
I was down
told me I was
going to die on
I was watching. You told me I was going to die on Hamburger Hill, bro. And now all my confidence, all my food knowledge is all like caught up in this damn burger.
I was in Old Sac on Saturday. Where was my call?
And then also too, but just call me anytime, anywhere. You would never. No one's ever called me. Let's go to O'Malley's, and me said no.
No, I didn't. I called Steph. I said, "Yo, Steph, you go in and."
Y'all got my phone number, man.
Tomorrow.
You guys, Ellis's feelings are hurt.
Lance, have you ever been to O'Malley's?
Let's just.
I've been to O'Malley's one time. It was just the story, right? It was my dad's birthday. Let's call this about 9 years ago, maybe 8 years ago. A very long time ago. So we were in Osac. It was me, my mom, my dad. I think my sister. And my mom is an evangelist, right? My mom ain't really into, like, my mom is chill, like she goes and does stuff, but she's not like a lot of like strong sexual things is like she don't want to hear that, right? I'm only telling y'all the story. So we was in Osac, so we stopped by Laughs Unlimited. BT Kingsley was having his red carpet show at Laughs Unlimited. Okay. My mom was like, "Oh, can we go to the show?" And I'm like, "All right, we go to the show." So we go, and y'all know Kimmy K.
Oh wow, yeah, she
yes.
Yeah, Kimmy
K. Where's blue?
Yeah, she pulled out. She had a dildo necklace.
Yeah,
she pulled out. It was as big as this microphone. It was dangling from her neck like this.
Yeah,
and my mom was like, "Oh." It was. My dad was just looking like,
yeah,
he wanted to see where this was going. And then after that, we went to O'Malley's. So, I had to say, yeah, I went to O'Malley's once.
That's memorable.
Or she left mid-set because she finished the whole set, or she's like, I gotta get out of here.
No, she got through it because we was there. So we just got through it.
She asked to go to the show. So do you remember what you ate at O'Malley's?
Probably like some chili cheese fries or something like that.
Okay. And do you remember them being
O'Malley's?
You remember them being good or bad, or it was?
Yeah, I think it's hard to mess up something like some chili fries or something.
That's real.
It's like you gotta be going out your way to be disgusting to mess up chili fries.
Yeah, you did it on purpose.
Like they did D. Tyler at Ernesto's.
Oh, what I said 8 years ago. This is the picture. This was from the night.
We got receipts.
That's
yeah. That's Lance Woods had the I am gainfully employed haircut. Like everybody had that haircut back in the day, man. That's that one. That's that.
Aurora, you been to O'Malley's? You love it, right? The best.
I went to O'Malley's, and yeah, I had an interesting story too, but I won't say the whole thing. But basically, I was very drunk when I got there. It was after the World Series, like they were performing.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went there and I was like, I'm not gonna eat. And then I was like, I'm hungry. So then I went over to order and he's like, we're closed. Like the kitchen's closed. I can't make any more food. And I was like, oh, okay, no worries. And then a famous like band walked in late. I guess they were doing like a late show somewhere in downtown, and they like walked in and the cook was like, oh my God, yeah, whatever you guys want, what do you need? And like opened the kitchen back up for them. And I was just sitting there like drunk, like looking so sad. I was just like,
But they kind of got that at O'Malley's too. It looks like kind of a
so famous they can get the kitchen open back up.
I don't know. But then the cook made all of their food and then came over and was like, hey, I feel really bad. What do you want? And then made me something and didn't charge me. So he made up for it. And it was a burger and it was really good.
You're living a charmed life.
Yeah, that's
You're living a charmed life. Is everybody vaccinated? Is anybody vaccinated? I know Aurora is, right?
Yeah.
D?
I don't trust that white man shot, man.
Lance?
The only white man shot I trust is Larry Birds.
What's up, Lance? You got your vaccination yet, bro?
Hell no, Lance did not get a vaccination.
Okay.
Hell no.
I haven't got around to it yet.
So me, look, hey, I believe in science, right? And I'm just gonna get the vaccination. I ain't even worried about it. But
I
like,
just need to work. That's why I got it. I can't.
but I have, yes, I don't have. Okay, so I'm not trying to be conspiratorial. I'm like pro.
Hold on, I'm listening to you, but
Yeah.
I gotta grab something.
I'm not in a rush to necessarily go get it. I'm just, whatever. I don't think I'm at risk. But I'm looking up like, let's get a COVID update. Let's see where we are because things are going well, right? We're in the red tier. Everybody's out. And my biggest concern is that people are going to get buck wild. It's Easter, you know what I mean? And everybody's going to get sick again.
Yeah, everybody turns up for Easter. Everyone knows that.
Well, there's families gathering, you know what I mean? And plus the kids have started school again. So all these kids that mingled with each other. Kids are disgusting. All right. So they're just spreading germs. They got it, right? They're not showing any symptoms. They give it to the parents. Parents all hug each other for Easter. I don't know. So I was looking at what's up.
No, go ahead. I'm just like, I'm not buying none of that shit. And they keep dropping new COVIDs, new mixtapes, and new
Yes.
COVID.
Yes. So
we got another new COVID on the block. Yeah, we heard this was really cool, but guess what? The same vaccine still works. So guess what?
Yes.
I'm like,
they dropping remixes.
I'm like, man, I'm getting tired.
From NBC Bay Area, California has the lowest COVID positivity rate in the nation. So I'm like, okay, and I'm reading this story, and it's just a big blow job for California and all the things. And then they're saying, look, just keep your distance still try to avoid crowds and wear a mask, right? So I'm like, okay, but the numbers are down. So that means we might get to orange tier. Things might be getting better. But then there's another story just like right next to it, the double mutant.
Which San Francisco, right? They found
killing people in San Francisco.
Come on, man.
Man. So
you gotta start reading those stories.
Well, we're talking about we read the news, man. I gotta read the news.
Frisco gets everything first, bro. The fashion, diseases, they get all that first.
I just start wondering, am I scouring all of the different news outlets and I'm inadvertently getting two different messages for two different groups? Like they try to tell these people freak the fuck out, and they're trying to tell these people, oh, everything's good. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Have you? The only news source that you can trust is the Nas.
This is true, obviously.
Everybody else has an agenda.
Everybody else
don't. Like we just wake up 2 minutes before the show and tell the truth.
Let's just tell the truth. You can't lie when you have sleep.
You just tell the truth. Yeah,
you ever try to lie? You said, who was that in your phone? Oh, that's Keisha. Oh no, wait, hold on, wait, come out, because you ain't even woke up enough to get your life together.
Yeah, you can't get your life straight right out of bed. Everyone knows that.
You know what I'm saying? Tyler ain't gonna lie to you. He's still yawning.
Yeah.
Don't nobody lie like this. Oh,
I'm very sensitive to yawning.
Don't get the double mutant version. Apparently, it's.
I read a story. Now this is the Nas, not the news.
That's it. It's coming. There
not
it
the
is.
news on Texas, but they said Texas has.
But look, let me ask you something too. Why do they always call it? I guess it's from the region, right? But they're calling it the Indian version, which I think is kind of racist because the Indian version has now populated. Is like the most. It's like it populates faster or whatever. But I guess it's killing people in Maharashtra. No, it came from India.
But it came from India?
Yeah.
It came from Hayward.
Oh my god. Now am I gonna get attacked in the streets now? What is gonna happen?
No, I'm just saying, like, it's weird. Every country is starting to come up with their own
like origin story
of a mutant or whatever. Like once okay, all right, let's drop this, all right? Because I don't want to be conspiratorial, but I did see this on Bill Maher a couple weeks ago, and this is bugging me, right? So from the very beginning, they've been saying, "Oh, somebody in Wuhan ate a bat, and cancel Batman, cancel Robin, cancel everybody." Right? This is just an accident for some poor people just looking for some protein. You know what I mean? That it wasn't a biological weapon, right? That it was not engineered. You know what I mean? But it seems weird to me that this thing spreads so fucking fast and that everywhere it goes, it comes up with a special little mutation just for those people. You know what I mean?
You know what? My theory
is that you have a full-on conspiracy theory going on, right?
I don't have a full-on conspiracy.
Yes, you do.
Before I start looking into those kinds of stories, am I crazy? This thing, to me, I don't think it's gonna be crazy at all. It might be crazy. Okay, before I say that, look, maybe in a couple of years, somebody goes, "Hey, this was not meant to be released, but this thing was man-made." Because there's supposed to be shit like I know there's like little jars of shit right now that the government.
Even if it is man-made and it was a mistake, no one's gonna admit that. You're never gonna know for sure.
Somebody will admit it, and then Will Smith will play that person in the movie that highlights it or whatever, and probably win an Oscar.
Wuhan, there is a cave. In that cave, there is a laboratory, but the laboratory is ran actually by bats. So you got a whole bunch of bats in lab coats.
Yeah.
Eating dirty grapes from Walmart's, and that's how COVID started.
Like Pinky and the Brain bat.
A fruit bat flew into Walmart, ate some dirty grapes.
Yeah, he drunk home and he's like, "Hey, eat these grapes." And niggas like, "Did you wash these grapes?" He's like, "Yeah," but he really didn't. These niggas lied, and then everybody started eating them.
You went to a potluck. That's why you don't eat the food at the potluck. Everyone knows that. Don't eat other people's food at a potluck.
It was bats in lab coats, like fucking. I hunched over like little petri dishes and shit. Like this is gonna fuck them up.
You're telling me I've wasted 4 hours of my life, okay? And I should just. This is not true. This is not real.
Bro, COVID is bullshit.
I feel so bad for you today.
Yeah, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, Ellis, but a lot of things that you read aren't true.
I'm not saying they're true. I'm trying to put the pieces together.
You know one of my rules?
What's that?
If it's on TV, then it's probably a lie.
Oh, that's a rule.
That's a pretty good rule. That's pretty solid.
Lance, what about when you're on TV?
I be lying. This is part of the reason why I know. You know what's funny?
Not lying on the nose. 100% true. Everything.
I talked to someone actually today who was on Naked and Afraid.
Oh my God. I love that show.
I love the show too. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. They feed them off camera.
I knew it.
Really? They got services out there?
Then why are they always so skinny?
They don't feed them enough.
Oh.
Right, Lance?
Well, I know they're not leaving them out with dangerous animals.
So you got a whole bunch of naked have services huddling around drinking coffees and shit.
Yeah.
Lance, I have so many more questions.
But are they naked though the whole time?
There's a new show coming.
Okay.
It's called Naked and Afraid in Love.
I don't know about that.
I'm not interested in that. Okay, look. Lance, okay, so are they left alone out at night? Like they're just like left alone to like with the dangerous animals?
No.
No, they go to a
I was like,
hotel?
there's no way they would leave him out there with, because they'll be like, they'll have some like night vision, and then there's like a big ass cat, and they'll be like, will he survive? He ain't gonna leave this motherfucker out there by himself with a big ass cat. And the
So
cat.
what do they do, Lance? Spill the tea.
Like, you
I
gonna
want
see the cat and then not go back and tell people, like, what the fuck kind of dude is you?
And then there's people with the camera. They'd be like, hey, there's a big ass cat there. We gotta go. You know what I mean?
Lance, can you spill the tea? If you don't want to spill it now, can I call you after this so you could tell me everything?
No, he's spilling it, right? This is exclusive. So.
You can't. I mean, I don't have all the details. He was just telling me some little stuff about kind of how the thing was, and you know, because I wasn't as interested because I know everything on TV is fake. So
Right.
I wasn't like, I was like, duh. Like, yeah.
I just want to know how much of it, like how much, like how do they get so skinny? Clearly they are starving a little bit, you know.
More than you want to know.
I mean, why do you think they get so skinny? Because they showed you a picture?
Photoshop.
No, you see them walking around. They lose.
Yeah, they walk around naked. You can see them skinny.
Those people,
you ever see them fat? Do you see them fat at first?
No,
okay. I mean, a lot of them are losing weight because they're dehydrated, because you're not taking in your normal intake. Even if you are eating, you're not taking in your normal intake.
Yeah.
So they get skinny from not drinking enough water?
That's part of it.
I want to be on that show super bad though. Like I want like a legit excuse to be on a show with my dick out and people not judge me. You know what I'm saying?
You should be on Alone. That one you win $500,000 at the end.
What do you do?
On Alone, you win $500,000. So you get put by yourself in this like area, and you get to bring 10 items with you and clothing, which is I think is better. But you can be naked if you want because you're alone. You're completely alone, and you're going against 9 other people. You don't know how many people are left because they tap out when they're ready to tap out. If you're the last person standing, you win $500,000.
Okay, but wait. So like if the last person just wanted to make sure, they could maybe go for like weeks and weeks and weeks past the time that they already won?
Once you're the last person, the crew comes and gets you and they tell you you're the last person, you won $500,000.
And all you gotta do is be alone. But that's not an excuse to have your dick out though. Now you're
alone. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
There was a show where they forgot the people. Did you hear about that?
No.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. There was a show like that, like a Survivor type show.
Yeah.
I guess they ran out of funding and then they want to still get the footage. So they forgot. And these people were like living like fucking in the forest for no reason. And like they just realized like less camera people wasn't showing up no more. Like it was weird. Like
when did this happen?
This happened a couple years ago. Hold on, let me look it
up. Did they go back and get the people?
Yeah, I guess they got them, but they left them out there. They was just like the show got canceled and they didn't tell nobody. They just like,
oh my god, I would go to jail. Oh my god.
If I was on a show like Alone, where I'm literally by myself waiting to get picked up by the crew, win $500,000, that's what I would be thinking. I'd be thinking, holy shit, that it's over. Like they.
But what are you supposed to eat on Alone?
You kill what you eat.
Okay.
You hunt and you gather and you fish.
You know what? I might be on it. But see, I want an excuse, like literally dick out. There's not enough.
Yeah,
like,
you're alone.
Yeah. No.
A lot of them go naked sometimes on
but
Alone.
But now you're that dude that just went on Alone so you can pull your dick out. I don't want to be that guy. I want to be the guy that was required to pull his dick out and then was proud to do so.
If you're on Alone and you pull your dick out, you just made yourself that much more famous.
Yeah.
Is that a bad idea?
No, it's all good. As long as they let the unedited out on pay-per-view. All right. I got some Kings news, Lance. I'm glad you're in the house. So, and I guess it's a larger general conversation as well about Bitcoin, but the Sacramento Kings will offer Bitcoin as salary to players. So I think they're players and their staff.
Yeah. So there's a football player, I forgot his name, but I think he played for the Panthers.
Right.
But he took like a third or half of his salary in Bitcoin,
Mm-hmm.
and then like supposedly doubled or tripled his money. The thing about Bitcoin for me, what a lot of that stuff is like,
Russell
everybody
Okung.
says, what you say?
Russell Okung.
Yeah, Russell Okung.
Half of his $13 million.
Half of 13 million took it to Bitcoin. So the thing with Bitcoin, me that'd be interesting is like a lot of people say like, I got Bitcoin and I'm never gonna sell my Bitcoin. Then what's the value of it? Like, what's the value of holding on to something that you're never going to do anything with, just to say you got it?
Well, no, I don't think. Well, at a certain point, you could sell pieces of it, and it will still continue to grow.
I know people. Y'all don't gotta whisper. Y'all good. My grandparents is here, but they don't want to be heard or seen on camera. So they're like, we gotta get a bag. We gotta get her. Y'all can talk. It's all good. I'm sure. Yeah.
Greens in the microwave.
Nah, y'all good.
Seconds.
I don't understand Bitcoin at all. I don't understand what it is, how you use it.
Digital currency.
Where you get it. I understand, like I know the definition of it, but like that's like it doesn't mean anything to me.
Nobody really. I know, but it's not like even if you know it's.
Why are the Kings doing it? To be more competitive, to get players in?
Well, nah, I think the Kings just I'll say let's just talk in the past 5 years for simplicity purposes. The past 5 years, longer than that, but just like I said, for simplicity purposes, they have tried to be ahead on a lot of things when it comes to just kind of the direction that the world's going in. You know, whether you agree or disagree with the stances or anything, but they try to be ahead when it comes to race or when it comes to equality and different groups and those things. So I think with them doing the Bitcoin thing, it's just them being consistent in that and trying to be ahead on things versus something happening and then
is this ultimately to get players in?
No, I don't think I got nothing to do with players. I don't think players is looking like, oh, they offering Bitcoin, sign me up. I don't think that's what it is. I ain't got no rings, but I got all these Bitcoins. Where your Bitcoins at? Because honestly, like when you talk about not understanding Bitcoin, Arroyo, no one does. And people claim there's some people who understand it.
What do you mean no one does? What is there to understand?
There's few people who understand it, and then there's a lot of people who are just
no. There's not a single person. The person that created it doesn't even understand what they just.
See, the point and the thing about Bitcoin is they're saying it's not created by one singular person. So they're saying that's the thing about
a lot of people understand
cryptocurrency.
No, a lot of people understand Bitcoin enough to use it for what it was intended to do.
But that's the thing.
You know what I mean?
The thing is, you gotta know what it was intended for, and then
is intended to be an independent currency.
You should name this episode of the podcast "Conspiracy Theories."
Why are you guys ignoring the fact it was invented to buy drugs on the internet? That's what Bitcoin.
No, hey, you know what it is? And you know what it is? It's like most people, comfortably, I can say this. Most people don't understand cash.
So they understand it. They understand it.
They don't understand it. They understand the basic principle of
yes,
if I have this,
yes,
you'll give me that if I
in
give
exchange for this. Yes. Now, management of not everybody has that. That's what I'm saying. Same with Bitcoin. Enough people understand Bitcoin that it's a currency. You buy and sell stuff, but also there's another piece to it.
What we just talked about is a basic principle of buying and selling.
Yes.
Right. Which is a barter, which is just a barter system.
Yes.
It is all it is just a group of people collectively agreeing that this paper is worth this. Right.
This amount of goods and services.
Right.
Affirmative.
Now, most people don't understand that principle. They just know I need some money because money equals
No,
things.
I think most people know they need the money so they can exchange it for goods and services. Now, do most people understand where the money comes from and the national debt and when they should invest and where should they invest? No.
It's like this. Everybody drives cars, right? But how many people know how the car works? You don't really know like how a combustion engine works. Most people don't know. They just get in the car and I just know I need to get in the car to get to work. They don't know the inner workings of the actual car. They don't need to. They just need to know enough to drive the car around.
To get to car to work. And that's what I'm saying, Aurora, you don't need to know blockchain. You don't need to understand blockchain. And when people start talking about Bitcoin, they start talking to you in terms of why
What is a blockchain?
Like data mining.
You don't need to know about that. That's what I'm saying. When you start talking about Bitcoin, there's a lot of aspects. They're all new and they are very complicated. But at the end of the day, it's just money. It's just another. It's
internet imaginary money.
It's not imaginary.
All money is imaginary money, pretty much. To be honest, if Bitcoin is just as real, it's just like saying this. It's like Santa and Easter Bunny going, "You're fake." Hey, no, you're fake. You know, you're both constructs.
I would say, yeah, just don't go into it. Like you got that look on your face. You know what I mean? Like as you're walking into calculus, you're like, "Oh, this is gonna suck."
So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna buy some Bitcoin right now.
A tiny bit.
I'm gonna put the rest of my savings account into Bitcoin. Is that a good idea?
I wouldn't know, but no.
Before you do that, though,
25%. Talk to your dude probably ahead of time. But yeah. Take 25% of your savings and drop it in Bitcoin. My money is up.
But before you drop it in just Bitcoin, look around because there's other cryptocurrencies too, and you might be able to find something that's like, you know, like there's like a Dogecoin. There's the other,
Bitcoin. I think there's some other ones, and you might get lucky. And if you really know the market and you're all that stuff, but if you're me or maybe you're Aurora, just go to the popular one. The popular one is going to be the valuable one.
Well, yeah.
The more
I'm not going to do it because I'm not good at
buy-in's going to be more because you came in where you came in. Your buy-in.
You're going to be kicking yourself. You know what? This is real talk. This dude 9 years ago paid me the equivalent of $30 then in Bitcoin. And I think I bought a pizza with it or something and then lost the wallet. The $12 that was left in that Bitcoin wallet, which I can never get back, is worth
a lot of money.
Jeez. You know what I mean? Jeez.
Right.
And so
you had 12 Bitcoin or $12 of
$12 worth of Bitcoin, which back then I think a Bitcoin was barely worth $1. Think about that.
So if you had like a whole one,
mm-hmm.
They had a couple whole ones,
and it's not going to take much.
Where's this wallet at, bro? This is.
Oh, dude! Somebody stole. It was on a laptop that somebody stole out of my car.
They literally got a jackpot.
Somebody right now is.
Well, no, they can't too because they need the password. And this was before Bitcoin. People, you know what I mean? That thing's probably in a trash heap somewhere. Which is whatever.
I wonder how much Bitcoin is just laying around in hard drives somewhere at a
lot of it.
And there's like millions of dollars in Bitcoin on somebody's phone or something that they got.
A lot of it.
You guys want to go dumpster dive and look for Bitcoin? It'll be like the new gold rush.
There you go. Now you
still
talking.
Gotta get in the.
It's impossible. It's impossible to retrieve. You hear that story about that dude that like forgot his passcode and he's put in the wrong passcode like 9 times, and if he puts it in wrong again, he loses like millions of dollars.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And
that's when I wouldn't. So if I was in that situation, I would be like, okay, if I get it right, I'm gonna get millions of dollars. So I'm gonna go hire a super expensive legit hacker to go hack.
Cannot be hacked. It cannot be hacked.
Come on, there has to be a way.
It would kill the value of it if it could be like, you know, it
cannot be hacked. Currently.
It's a wrap.
All right. Do you guys like the River Cats or do you guys like baseball?
No. I like the River Cats, but I only like sports games I like professional sports games for the ambiance,
Mm-hmm.
not so much for the sport itself.
I love
I
live
like
baseball
River
games for the ambiance.
River Cats is a good time though. I don't like baseball, but River Cats games is
You like hot dogs?
I do.
I like hot dogs.
Like
and I
beer.
like being out on the field at the River Cats game and just.
And I do like the River
fun.
Cats. And then they do fireworks. I'm not a big firework guy, but you'd be like,
Oh,
yeah,
they have good food at Rayleigh Field though. I've had
and the food is good. So they're actually gonna be having games if anybody's interested in that. And the A's, I guess, and the Giants do their scrimmages there, their preseason scrimmages there. And the River Cats are hosting April 7th, 10th, 13th, 17th, 21st, 25th, and 28th. So if you want to catch them, if you want to catch the A's or the Giants,
the real A's and the real Giants, or the
fucked up, but yeah,
like the real ones,
yeah,
like the starters.
Yes. So whenever those are the two feeder teams for those two squads. So I think when the Giants get hurt, they come down and play for the River Cats for a little bit.
Okay. I'll go check that out. What is that? How much are tickets?
I don't know. You have to check out their website.
If it's under $20, I will go. If it's under $20, I will go.
Well, they got a bunch of games, so check that out.
I wonder if that dancing dude is there. You ever see the dancing dude, the old dude that used to dance
I saw him on Friday night. He walked
the
right
old guy?
Like I saw
He's an old white dude. And
who is that dude? He's a legend.
The game of they're like it's the seventh, bottom of the seventh inning, or I think the top of the bottom.
I thought he was a myth until I saw him on Friday, and he legit walked right past us, and everyone in the group was like,
"Yeah, you thought he was a myth?
Oh shit, that's the guy!"
Oh, he gets down, bro. He just starts out as Cotton Eye Joe. I'm like, whoa.
He goes hard. He really does.
Yeah, he gets it in.
All right, let's do our last story, and then do you got happy news?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, my favorite part. Okay, random one. I had not heard this. I thought this was weird. It's a really long article on The Guardian, and it says California is on the brink of drought again. Is it ready? And then it goes through this long thing about climate change and about the fires and all this other stuff, and that we are experiencing a drought. And spoiler alert, we are not prepared. So, yeah,
we all saw that coming. We're pretty much fucked.
When was the last drought though? Because I remember people was like
8 years
mentioning on each other if they were like watering their lawn and shit. You know what I mean?
Oh wait, no, that was in
when was that?
It was in 2009 or 2010. Okay.
And then all of a sudden it was like, yeah, we got water again, but apparently we're going to go into a drought.
No, we haven't had enough rain, so I definitely saw that coming. I love the rain, as we all know, and it doesn't rain like it used to. It's warming up. Drought. I'm a little thirsty.
Yep, it's gonna happen. As long as they don't give our water to Los Angeles, man. Like don't they give a lot of our water away? Because if we just keep the water ourselves, that's our water, we should be all right. Now, if you live
Northern California gives all the water for the whole state.
Right.
We should like, yo, we got it. You gotta tell them like you tell them at the gas station, hey, you got water? You got it, man. I'm sorry, bro.
Oh, fresh out. Oh man. Oh, where is it? I don't know.
I just got my car, bro. I don't got no.
Why don't they have water in SoCal? Is it just because it doesn't rain?
Yeah, it's probably doesn't
never rains in Southern California.
I think Vegas was getting their water from. I think like a lot of was getting their water from California as well.
It's our water.
Are they not? There was a time when we had a surplus. We were shipping it out to somebody. But anyway, I guess I'm following that story. It's probably not true. But that's what it is. So let's end on a happy story, damn it. What you got, Aurora?
Okay. I am Lance. You okay?
That's how black people scratch their braids.
Okay. Do you have braids in?
I do.
Let me see them.
Or you braid your hair up like?
Okay, so there you go. They look good.
Okay, yeah, you did the spring wheels.
Nice.
Thank
All
you.
right, so Sacramento, we have liftoff. We're getting a 34-foot tall sculpture to appear in downtown Sacramento. It's going to be a rocket ship. It's going to be $750,000, which is pretty cheap. Actually, that's just how much the contract is, so it's probably going to be more than that. And they are trying to make it look retro and make it, it's going to be twice as big as, there's a piglet, I guess. Have you guys seen the piglet at the Golden One Center?
Piglet?
Lance, have you seen it?
I haven't seen it, no.
Oh, well, I guess that there is a piglet, has a colorful piglet at the Golden One Center, and they want to make it twice as big as that. I've never seen the piglet either, and I've been to Golden One a million times. And I think it's really cool. Here, I'm going to show you a picture. And it's to represent the economic, oh, you can't really see it. Oh, that's so lame. But you can see the little fire right there.
Right.
It's supposed to represent the economic and positive growth of California.
All right. Yeah.
That rocket ship, all the elites leaving California for the moon. With no water.
All of the elite.
I think that's what it really is.
It's like a real spaceship. Like you go see rich people like, hey man, it's time, let's go.
I got 3 of the elites right here. Best comics in Sacramento. That's gonna be the show. D. Tyler, let these people know what's up. Tell them where they can find you online and stuff.
Man, you can find me online at D Tyler 916. Hey, I finally took me many years in screening, but I've capped my Facebook friends list.
That's right.
But it's 5,000 real people. Like I don't have no Bitcoin
scammers. You did this on the last show too. Why do you keep announcing to people that they can't be your friend no more? You know what I'm saying? Don't you?
Because you gotta go to my comedy page.
Oh, the fan page, right?
Comedy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, D Tyler Comedy Facebook.
And there's no opportunity to make the 5,000. There's no like you're not getting any of. Okay, yeah.
I can tell when I've been unfriended now because like there's a
I'm down. You got a friend opening. I got a friend opening.
You got a friend in me.
Aurora, where can we find you? Where can we find you?
You got a friend in me. Okay, so you can find me at
Where's your next album? Okay.
Aurora sings everywhere. You can follow me on Instagram, on Twitter, which I never go on my Facebook page, on TikTok, but out of one because some bitch made a ghost account. And
still coming after this bitch.
We hate
guy
her.
hasn't got back to me. We on you,
but
bro.
That's it. I'm trying to get my Instagram followers up. If you guys have any tips, let me know.
We'll see what we can do. I know Lance Woods will probably help you there. Lance Woods, thank you for spending most of the podcast with us, homie. And inviting
man, look.
I mean, it's been nice.
It's like my grandparents is in town. I've been running around all morning. But hey, man, it's always a good time. Follow me online. Sir Lance Woods on most of the stuff.
I miss
Lance,
you, homie.
Can you tell your grandparents hello and I love them? I've never met them, but just let them know that someone loves them today.
I will.
I just appreciate having y'all on. D. Tyler, thanks for waking up.
Yes.
Thanks for coming through.
And I love all of you for watching. Thank you so much. I love you.
Thank you, Sacramento. Bye.